or, joined in on a live session. If you watch the replay, then put hashtag replay. That would be awesome. Anyway, just go ahead and put it in the comment section, something, so I know that you're here. And happy Promote Thyself Thursday. Yeah, happy Promote Thyself Thursday. Today's Thursday. This is a day that you can go ahead and promote yourself, promote your product, promote your services, anything that you want to share in terms of promotion. Maybe you have an event. You can go ahead and share that as well. We all want to know what's going on and want to celebrate you in terms of what you are doing. So happy Promote Thyself Thursday. And if you're new to the group, welcome to the group. Yes. Would like to, get to know you. So engage in the group and all of that wonderful stuff. So I actually wanted to hop on because I'm reading a book that I really wanted to share with you. And actually, when I say reading, I'm actually done reading the book. And I was going to, wanted to spend some time just kind of sharing a little bit from the book, because I think it's really going to help revolutionize your thought process and really help to put so many things in perspective, right? And I'll share, a little bit about that in just a second, but type in the comment section, what book are you reading right now that has really transformed your life? I would really love to know. And, maybe it's a book that's helped you just really transform your life and will help others to transform their lives as well. I mean, because it's all about transformation, right? So I'm reading this book. It's called From the Trash Man to the Cash Man by Myron Golden. From the Trash Man to the Cash Man by Myron Golden. And I just so love this book. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just really an amazing book. And first of all, it's not really thick. So it's, easy as you can see, I've got lots of highlights and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really getting a lot out of this book that I know is really going to help. And we'll, a couple of things that I'll be sharing, and maybe I'll do this like for a few weeks, like on Thursdays or something. I'm not sure what day of the week, but anyway, what I wanted to do was just share something, just from one. This is actually chapter 2 of the book. And I mean, it's really an amazing book. And don't let the title fool you, because, when you see titles like subtitles or titles, how anyone can get rich starting from anywhere, it can literally happen, starting from anywhere. And that's, a little bit about what he shares. It's not it's not like a biography or anything like that, but it really does give you strategies to really, first of all, change your mindset. And because the mindset is like where everything happens. I mean, you can, aspire to be, whatever you want to be, right? You can, God may have for you, huge vision, right? And maybe it seems unattainable. And, one of the main reasons it may seem unattainable, or you may not be accomplishing some of those things, is because your mindset hadn't changed. You still may be operating from, if you desire to be a business owner, and most of you are already entrepreneurs that's in the group, maybe you aspire to take your business to the next level, but any of those transitions and transformations that's needed to take place has to happen here first, right? It has to be a mindset change, a mind shift, right? So anyway, a couple of things that I wanted to just share with you from the book. And by the way, if you're interested in, I'll put a link in the comment section where you can purchase this book, because on Amazon, let me tell you something. On Amazon, this book is going for like $61 or 60 or $59 or something like that. Insane. And even if you go to his website, you'll find it. You can purchase the book for like $19.99, right? But the link that I'll share with you is where you can purchase it for $9.99. But anyway, aside from that, even if you're interested, let me know. If you're not, then don't worry about it. I just want to share a few principles from the book that I believe are extremely, extremely important. It's not a long, thick book. I'm a slow reader. And so I am one that I like to go through, highlight stuff, and, take notes and all of that kind of stuff. And so for some of you, it may be, maybe you can read the book in a day. But for me, it took me probably maybe like a week or 2 weeks or so to finish the book. So, but anyway, let me just share with you a couple of things that I am learning and that I have learned from the book in the first chapter. Also, by the way, he is a Christian. And so that's why I one of the other reasons I really love the book. But anyway, so like in the first, I believe this is the first chapter. And again, I'll be sharing some things from the book that I believe that's really, really essential to helping attain the transformation that you're going after, right? The vision that God has given you. I'll be sharing some principles, from this book. So one of the things that he talks about, and another, by the way, he from the trash man to the cash man is he was a trash man, right? Making $6.25 an hour. Today he is if he's not a billionaire, he's very close to it. I know he's a multi-millionaire. But and so the reason I share that is because I've been engaging in his content, it is really helping me to understand that this is possible, right? And the things that I'm believing God for in my business, and the things that I know that God has for me is completely attainable by applying biblical principles. And they're not only just biblical principles, there are some practical things that you have to apply that work, that these things work, right? So one of the things, and let me just go ahead and share because I've talked enough. So like in the first chapter of his book, he talks about, no, this is not the first chapter, second chapter. He talks about the difference between the rich and the poor, right? And the importance of some financial, principles. And so one of the principles I thought was really kind of confirming for me. One of the things that he shares is that, and he says, rich people don't work for money. They have money work for them, right? And so you may be thinking, duh, yeah, but let me tell you something. When you have the mindset, like a poor person's mindset, that may sound like, okay, well, yeah, I can definitely, do that. But have you done it, right? Wealthy people don't work for money. They have their money working for them, right? And they understand that principle so much so that everything that they do in terms of money to attain the wealth that they're trying to attain is to get their money to work for them. right? And so, and I'll just read a couple of things. He says, like, you know, many poor people are hardworking individuals who have jobs that they either classify as a good job or a bad job. And, you know, he says a job is a job, right? And some jobs pay more money, some jobs pay less money, but a job is a job. And the reason, you know, people, a lot of poor people don't change their mindset about having a job versus, you know, their money working for them is, you remember I shared with you all some time ago, you know, about my business. And when I started my business, I totally worked in my business all the time. That was a poor person's mentality, right? Because I was doing everything in my business and not working on my business. And you hear me, you know, talk about that, um, you know, all the time. And I'll be talking more about that in the future. But anyway, so he says that rich people, wealthy people know that time is not money. Time is more valuable than money. How many times have I shared that with you all? Right? You know, right now I'm taking, I'm doing like a live in-person workshop on how to redeem the time, right? And so Ephesians 5:16 talks about redeeming the time, right? And I say that because so many people don't understand the value of their time. And when you don't understand the value of your time, you continue to exchange hours for dollars, right? You do that because, I'm saying me because I've done it, right? And we do that because we don't understand how valuable our time is, right? We do that by continuing to work for others. Now, I'm not saying that you should not have a job. I'm not saying that you should not be working. What I am saying is that one of your goals should be to not continue to trade hours for dollars, because money or time is not equal to money. It's not equal to money. It is way more valuable than money, right? And so what he's talking about here is that, you know, when you run out of money, you can always get more money. But if you run out of time, it's over. You can't get more time. So why are we constantly in our businesses trading hours for dollars? Let your goal be to get to the point where you are, you understand how to have your money to work for you, right? And what I mean by that is that you want to stop trading hours for dollars and begin to put the type of systems in place where you have more money, right? To do other things like invest, right? To do other things like bless other people, right? To do other things like buy your time back, because Ephesians 5:16 talks about redeeming the time. Now, when redeeming the time in the scriptures is simply means to buy back, recover from loss, and improve opportunities. That's what it means, right? And so you have the option to continue to trade hours for dollars in your business, right? Or if you're working full time and maybe it's your side hustle or what have you, then you have the opportunity to begin to create residual income so that your time is freed up, right? To do other things. So wealthy people understand that time is not money. So they don't trade their hours for dollars, right? They create businesses that free them up so they're no longer trading hours for dollars, because they understand that time is way more valuable than money. All right. So that was my first point. I got 3 points, so I'm going to number 2. And this was really kind of profound for me, right? He said that when you trade your time for money, it's like renting out your life for less than you're worth. Wow. Wow. That's all I could say was wow. I'm going to say that one more time. When you trade your time for money, it is like you are renting out your life for less than it's worth. So get out of the mindset of, and I know that, some of you may be just starting out. So maybe you are pricing your services like at, $25 an hour or, $10 an hour. Please tell me you're not charging $10 an hour for anything if you're in business, okay? Because if you are doing that, you might as well go back to work, okay? I'm just saying. So when you trade your time for money, it's like renting out your life for less than it's worth. Because when you rent out your life for a long period of time, you're selling out your family, right? Because you're constantly trading hours for dollars, right? I mean, and this is for anybody that, particularly if you provide services, it is so common when you are a service provider and you are a consultant, and maybe you provide, maybe you're a hairstylist, maybe you have a VA service, and you say, well, if someone, actually reaches out to you and they say, well, what's your hourly rate? And this happened to me a couple of days ago, actually. Somebody wanted to know what was my hourly rate. And I said, I don't charge by the hour, I charge by the package. And so when I responded to them, and it wasn't, arrogant or anything like that, but don't let that be your first response, because you are actually trading your time and renting out your life for less than it's worth. So you want to communicate value to people when people ask you, about your services, right? So create packages, right? Now, if you're in a business that, because I know there's several of you that's, part of maybe Mary Kay, or maybe you're part of Plexus or something like that, there are systems already in place for you. So that's not something that, you just have to get plugged in. And there are two things I want to say about that. You either get plugged into a system or you create a system. Okay. Y'all know how I feel about systems, because I feel like systems are sexy. All right. Anyway, so when you rent your life out for a long period of time, you sell out your family, and you begin to, you're selling out your time, and your time is way more valuable than than you think. And when you respond to people like, well, it's $15 an hour or whatever, you're selling out your time, and you're putting a value on, like your time, right? When your time is way more valuable than money. I hope I've articulated that in a way that makes sense. So the next thing he says is exactly what I was about to say, was that you put a system in place to make enough passive income to buy your time back. Buy your time back. That's what redeeming the time is all about. Buying your time back. Didn't I just say redeem the time means to buy back, recoup from loss, and to improve your opportunities? That's scripture, right? That's scripture. So again, this is, that's like just the first, that's just like page 23, right? And I've completed the book, but I'm going back through so that I can share some things with you that I have learned. So, here's what I want you to do. If that just means anything to you, if that resonated with you, just put in the comment section, I get it. I get it. And when you put that in the comment section, understand that your time is way more valuable than money could ever be, right? So stop selling yourself out and begin to redeem the time, because the scripture says that you can redeem the time. Either plug into a system or begin creating systems in your business, right? So that you can buy your time back, right? So let me know in the comment section if that resonated with you. I mean, hopefully it did. I just wanted to hop on for a little bit so that I can share, you know, some principles. And I'll continue to share some principles that I'm learning from this book that I've learned and I'm starting to implement, because it's not about just learning, it's about implementation, right? And so I just wanted to share with you. So I'll come back periodically, maybe like for the remainder of the month, and talk about, you know, some principles that I'm learning that you can apply from this book. And if you're interested in purchasing this book for $9.99 instead of 20 bucks or even 61 bucks on Amazon, let me know, and I'll share the link with you. It is my affiliate link, okay? So I'm just saying, but I'm not the kind of person that shares affiliate links just to be sharing affiliate links. I'm a person that I share what I'm learning because it's helping me, and I want to share it with you. And so I believe in it enough to actually partner with that person, right? So just let me know if you're interested in that, and I will definitely share how you can get the book for $9.99. All right, so that's all I have for now. Please make sure that you engage in the group, and make sure that you let me know what you thought of what I just shared. Okay. All right. Listen, have an amazing day. We'll talk to you soon. And yeah, time is more valuable than money could ever be. Right. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.